What's going on, Opecast? It's Brad and STL, and I hope you're having a great day. I genuinely mean that. I appreciate the hundreds of you that tune in each and every week to this podcast. It truly means a lot. And so I want to kind of give you a heads up on this episode. This was actually the very first episode I recorded for the podcast, but I realized that if I kept this going into 2024, it was going to drop on 314 day. And there was no better person than having Murphy Lee. So we recorded this in a kitchen commissary because we have a mutual friend there at Sweet Vibes. So you're going to hear some customers walking in. You're going to hear some loud fans. You're going to hear some AC. You guys know Murphy Lee. He's a St. Louis legend. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode.
Super Bowl in 00. They won the year after we blew up. So we came out in 99. They did 01. Two Super Bowls in a row. Then 02 we performed in Tampa Bay.
While St. Louis was still hot.
Oh, matter of fact, did we perform at the one we lost? No, we didn't, did we? We weren't even in the Super Bowl.
Damn it, so I'm not gonna...
But that's when it was in Tampa Bay. But I don't know if the Patriots went down there, though.
03 or something. Because Tampa Bay, I think that was like...
It was 03, it was Tampa Bay. So wherever it was, we performed in Tampa.
Gotcha. So we'll talk about that car, but...
That definitely wasn't Janet. I would remember.
You would have remembered. You were like, damn, man, when I see it.
We just really went crazy over it, like, being there. Oh, man, my time speed out. Let's get it, dog. Come on, we good.
All right, Opecast, it's Brad and STL, and I'm here with Murphy Lee, Grammy Award winner, hip-hop legend, St. Louis legend, and a man that comes back and shows St. Louis love. So, Murph, welcome to Opecast. How you doing?
Man, appreciate you, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. How does it feel to be back in St. Louis?
Ours always feels good, man. I'm just came in town to do a secret show, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them shows that they don't really tell the whole city about, which is dope, and it still be 5,000 people out there, crazy, man. So I had a great time. It was hot as hell.
Yeah. Man, you had people dancing. I'm sure you saw the guy there with the mullet.
Oh, he was killing me.
Man, he was getting. I think he tried to sneak backstage, too.
You think that mother was real?
Judging by the dance moves and the apparel and probably, man. You know, in this day and age, like, you can live in whatever era you want. Like, if he's living in the 80s, he can find a bar that just plays out about 80s music.
That's funny.
Let's talk about you growing up in U City. How was that, and what inspired you to get into hip-hop?
Oh, man, a little bit of everything, man. Just basically listening to my big cousin's music and, you know what I'm saying, riding around with my auntie who would play different things of that nature. All of that played a part because I never, like, bought an album myself or had my own radio or anything. I just literally was always around it, like nonstop playing music. You know what I'm saying? No matter what part of the day. So if I'm at home with my grandparents, they playing the music all day with blues and old school jams. And then if I'm around my mom and them, they playing their 70s, 60s music, you know what I'm saying? Temptations and OJs and stuff. And then when I'm around my, the people older than me who, still like there was teenagers and things of that nature, they were bumping all the new hip hop, and it was just around me, man. So I think that's kind of what influenced it for the most part.
So how did you become a lyricist? Like, because what year did you start in the Ticks? Were you
93? I guess that's part of the gift, the gift or the talent or whatever. But I always liked poems and things of that nature. So rhyming, and I think it came kind of easy because I like writing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it came with the language arts a little bit in school.
Yeah.
To not be simple. You know what I'm saying?
How would you say it's changed from back then to now? So, like, now if you wanted to, like, practice something, you could just record on your phone, you can do a voice memo, but back then, like, you just have to recite it in your head multiple times and maybe even write it down?
Yeah, we wrote. Yeah, we wrote. To this day, I write down. We wrote on a piece of paper. I wrote on anything. Napkins. I used to work at Office Max, so I used to have my little pad that I used for notes and at work. Write on those, all with whole raps and stuff like that. So,
did you keep those sheets from back then?
Like to this day?
Yeah,
I wish.
So I'm still not where I'm gonna be one day, but man, everything I write down, I just keep. Because I've learned, I'm like, man, this could have value.
It could have value.
I don't know what I'm doing and where I'm going, but I'm like,
someone really could, man. You man, moments we need to keep these days. I see it maybe worth something.
Man, hey, you're in the History Museum. Like, how was that whenever you guys, when they reached out to you saying, hey, we're going to have this whole section devoted to St. Louis music, and you all are going to be right there. And I think they had, like, your St. Louis jersey, your STL jersey.
It was cool on it to be a part of something. Learned so much from the exhibit, you know what I'm saying, about St. Louis and about, the music before us. And, man, we did a lot. St. Louis is very influential, the music business. And not just the music business, but, like, how genres of music started. Mm-hmm. So we're the rock and roll, we're the blues, we're the disco, and come to find out we're the hip-hop, big part of the hip-hop. We was, like, the first ones to play hip-hop on radio. You know what I'm saying? That cool, the Sugar Hill Gang song got first played. Not in New York. It got first played on radio here in St. Louis. So.
Did you know Akon was from St. Louis back in the day? Was that common knowledge? Because I feel like I didn't know he was from St. Louis until
he went to school with Nelly, so they was on same grade.
Really?
But so he went to Brittany Woods, but he at the same time he moved to like Jersey or some shit. Like,
gotcha.
And so we didn't know. When we blew up, we was on tour with him in like Africa or something like that. And that's when we found out. You know what I'm saying? That was before the interviews, him saying it. Yeah. Like, he's like, man, I went to school with you. And just like, dang.
Yeah.
He from St. Louis.
I think it was Fair St. Louis. He was performing, which was it was a very fun show because it was like the family environment, and he's up there. He starts singing "Smack That," and I'll never forget seeing like some people. Shout out to the suburbs. They were there, and the parents were like, "What is he singing?" And he was like, "Shout out to my hometown." And then I was like, I had to Google that. I was like, man,
see where it was.
Yeah, he's from St. Louis, but yeah, like right now with what Metro's doing, SZA, Smino, Jordan Ward, even in like all the people that are still up and coming, that are almost over that hump. We have like Mastermind, Miley, Sir Eddie C. Like, what do you think about the music scene right now compared to how it was back then? Like, do you see it? Maybe is it bigger now, or do you think it's easier for them to reach?
It's definitely bigger now because back then it was just basically us and few, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of people trying to come up, but as far as on, it's a lot of people on now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On is different from when us, it was about a record deal, but now it's about just having backing and being able to get your, content out at a consistent pace. And it's a lot of people, the Big Boss Bets, the Sexy Kids. We're pretty deep. There's a few of them just got record deals, so congrats to them. And like the ones you named, the Sminos and et cetera, it's a lot going on. St. Louis may have more talent than probably any place on earth, for real.
That's what I keep telling people. Like, it's like food's been my catalyst, but I'm like showing people like, hey, you can eat good food and you go see a show. But it's like, I see what Big Boss Vet has done, and it's like she had Reba McEntire, the country artist, and then like people like J-Lo using her songs, and I'm like, man, that's somebody from up the road here in St. Louis.
Yeah, she get it in. They making a lot of moves, man. I'm very proud of St. Louis taking that step. Mm-hmm. Because I know it's hard when you don't have people so-called co-signing you and putting what they call putting you on and stuff like that. Because the times has changed where you put yourself on, you make some stuff happen. And I'm just glad to see everybody, stepping up to the plate.
Well, speaking of making things happen, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. So how was it? We'll figure out the year, and we're going to put it in the comments.
It definitely went 04 because you were at my album in 03. That's how I know it wasn't 04.
So it was 03.
It had to be 03. It had to be 03.
Do you remember that moment though of how it was like, or was it just like a fog? Like you're around 100,000 people. You're the one driving the vehicle.
So quick. It's so fast. That halftime is super fast.
Yeah.
And it happens so much, but it's so much preparation that it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you got to get it right. And you only got one chance to make sure you do it correctly. So it was pretty cool. It reminds me of all the award shows, and you had to perform at the award shows and stuff like that. It's big, but I can't stand performing in like stadiums.
Yeah, because of acoustics?
Yeah, because of acoustics. Only when it's set up like, a game or people watching of that nature. But when it's a concert in those stadiums, it's cool. But because it's all set up for us to be that way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, man, you get so much. You don't hear yourself. It's so hard. Even when you have ear ears, it's still hard to hear.
Well, it's like yesterday. I saw you guys in Bone Thugs. Like, hey, can we turn up the front speaker? Like, so you can't hear the music. Like,
we can't hear ourselves or the music sometimes. So sometimes the music just go to y'all, and they try to keep our voice here. but we need both so we can. I need to vibe and rap. You know, I can't just rap. I'm trying to find the beat, find everything. So it'd be a lot with that. That's why a good sound check but it was so hot the mics went out, so they had cordless mics.
Oh yeah.
And they couldn't even use them. So they had to find some mics with cords.
I was wondering about that because
that was weird.
You guys look like you had to keep looking down. So
yeah, with a trip over it. Yeah, it's cool when you're dolo, like me in a band. You know what I'm saying? But when you 2 or 3 people on stage,
yeah,
you got to watch those chords because we don't know how to stay in one place. We're not a singing group, so hard to. The only time I sing chords mics is when I'm in a lounge or something like that. You know, karaoke-ish type of situation. But shoot, cordless mics been around for a very long time. And once we got on, we had our own mics. We bought our own stuff, so it wouldn't even be a problem. I got my own mic now, but like I said, they couldn't hook them up yesterday.
That's what started the backward jersey trend, because I feel like that was out of St. Louis, and you all back with like Midwest swing, and like I feel like there was a stretch from 98. I don't know why I did it. I even put a Band-Aid on my face for a while. But like, do you remember who started that trend back in the day?
We did.
Was it just like, hey, let's try something different?
Nah, we turned them around. I think Keymark may have been the first person to turn it around. Then Nelly turned it around. But we represent the players.
Yeah.
More so than the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, I represent that person before I do. So his name is there. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of turn it around. Also, it'd be like, you don't want people talking behind your back, so kind of just talk to me in front.
I see. Now, would you consider yourself an independent artist where you're at with like second time around versus, is that what it would be considered in the music industry?
Yeah, it's independent. Because it's my own.
How is that different for those who don't know than being part of a big label?
It's very different because it's, it's literally everything got to be done yourself. You know what I'm saying? Labels have teams and things of that nature, departments and things of that nature. So you got to find your own departments. You got to find your own. Just taking care. It's really just the same list that they have to roll out your album. You got to follow the same list too. And it's like you do it correct, it works out. If you don't, you got to try again and stuff.
You have the formula from them. You're like, all right, you guys got me that. Now you got to do that new blueprint. Or not, excuse me. You just got to take that blueprint and do it towards your new album. But one thing I've noticed is you like to engage with your audience still to this day, so people can text you, right?
Yeah.
So how can people text?
314-408-TIX. That's 8427. Just text, leave your name, your city. I lock you in. You know what I'm saying? Most likely send you a link to the new album for the first combo. You know what I'm saying? And after that, like weekly, I try to send something out, whether if I drop a new YouTube or if I drop a new song or something like that. I try to get it to my people first instead of to the world.
Because your new album, that's not available on streaming services, right? That they can only get it through.
You only can get it on newmurph.com or through text.
Yep. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all follow that.
Right. No, I just got it going straight through me. I got my own store. I just do my own thing and just until they figure it out. Right now they haven't figured out how to pay the artists really. You know what I'm saying? Like there will be no site without artists. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you got to come to the table and agree with a price. I think we kind of, when you signed a record deal, you agreed to a price to sell records in the store. You know what I'm saying? You knew you was gonna get this amount of percentage of this. We had a deal. You know what I'm saying? So now when this came, they just picked the number. Y'all can get 0.000 cents. I never got change for a penny. I've never in my life walked up to somebody and said, you have change for a penny. You can't break a penny. You know what I'm saying? So that part is weird. And until they fix that, I'm not gonna try to deal with it. I have songs on there. You can go check them all out on whatever's on the streaming service.
Yeah.
But particular albums like Second Time Around and things I want to do like that, I'm not messing with them. I'm dropping documentaries on my platform, because it's about me straight to the fans anyway. It's about me and the fans. It's not about nothing else.
Or algorithms where you post someone only maybe 5% of your following sees this.
1%.
Yeah, 1%.
Off tops. Unless it's something that somebody dies and kills somebody and then
it gets all the
views you want. Yeah.
A month or two ago, I was able to talk to Chingy at a Cardinals game, and he was saying, he's like, that streaming stuff, like, y'all gotta stop that.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I got two documentaries on my newerth.com. They both come with albums, free albums with them. If you purchase them, I'm about to drop another one. I'm shooting for September 23rd for the 20th anniversary of Murphy's Law, of my first album. But if I don't make that, I will have it out this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let me know whatever I can do to get the word out to St. Louis.
Definitely.
We still rock with you. We support you. What's the day-to-day like for you nowadays?
I'm not on nobody's stage. I'm with the fam. You know, I'm sort of raising a 7-year-old right now. You know, so got my other kids grown. So now let me get this little 7-year-old. Make sure he has the proper tools to be grown.
Yeah.
And so that's my last little project right now. He's a little baseball phenom, and I just try to feed into him. You know, just keep you know, things that he loves. I keep pouring into that. That's all. You know, he has his own show on YouTube. It's called Divine's World Adventures, and he's a great actor, man. He's script up. Like, my wife writes the scripts. She does the beats and the songs. He has his own. Actually, he just dropped 2 songs, and that is on streaming services. He just dropped two songs for the kids, and so that's his first 2 singles.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, check him out, man. Divine Lee, and he's amazing, man. He's amazing. But I do see movies. Huh?
He's 7?
Yeah, he's 7. He's 7, and he's so into it. Like, he's easy with behind the mic and easy behind the camera. You know, he loves it. And wake up like, yo, you doing my show today or what?
Yeah.
So he's very, very upfront with that. I love it. Yep. But he's a baseball phenom. Like, nobody 7-year-old should be doing what he does. Like, so it's amazing. He plays with like 9-year-olds. You know,
playing up.
Yeah, he looks silly with 7-year-olds. Like, it's just like,
he's waiting.
His size is there. His size is 7.
Yeah.
But his skill level and advance and IQ is too far. It's too far. He played 10U actually. Like, his team is moving up to 7U, but like in a rec league, I have to put him. That's his travel team. But in a rec league, I have to put him in like 10U because it just don't work in 7. Yeah, it don't work in 7 and 8.
What's his walk-up song? Is it Batter Up?
Nah, he loves Batter Up. He loves Batter Up, but he didn't have it this summer because we couldn't find a clean version for some reason. But he loves Batter Up. That's his favorite song. But his walk-up song, I think he had, what he had? I think Lil Uzi Vert did that dance.
Oh, yeah.
He liked that. But he usually picks Bruno Mars.
Okay.
He a Bruno Mars fan.
You get in that zone, like, all right, you know, I got to write for the next few months, and then maybe after that's touring. Like, what is that process?
I don't break my life down like that. I just do whatever's in front of me at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever part of the day is if a beat come on, I'm writing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not listening to beats, I'm doing something else. I'm just into that. If I'm watching a movie, I'm thinking about the scripts that I'm writing. Or if I'm, you know what I'm saying, with the kids, we're worried about the Divine show and things of that nature. So I'm into that right now. Whatever's in front of me at that moment, you know, I'm ready to tackle it. When I separate everything and try to separate everything, I end up not doing a lot of things. Like, I might do one thing and don't do the other. So I try to stay in a mix of things in my day.
And I'm big on compartmentalizing everything. Like, people are like, how can you do so much random stuff? I'm like, when I'm in this moment, I'm in this moment. And then 20 minutes from now, something completely different.
Boom. That's all I gotta get to it. I gotta put a little work in everything every day. You know, I try to at least.
One of the most beautiful things about food is that it brings us all together. So if you could have 3 other people at that table with you, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
3 people at the table with me?
Yeah.
To what, eat and talk?
Oh, yeah, eat, talk, catch up.
Dang, all my people passed away. I would sit Dick Gregory down. I would sit to that table. I would bring Nick Cannon and Dick Gregory.
And a special guest.
We need somebody funny. Dick Gregory funny though. Or we need somebody to just keep us not so serious. Probably Killer Mike or something like that.
So Nick Cannon, because you did was Love Me Baby on that, was it the drum line?
Right. Well, that was the Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
I think not Love Don't Cost a Thing. What's it called?
Was it? No, that wasn't drum line. No, the one
it was with
Christina Amelia.
Loving. It's about love.
I was 10 years old. So first time I met you, I told you, I was like, man, I used to rap your music. I didn't even know what I was rapping, but I just knew the words. Like, I'm the big booty type. I'm like little 10-year-old Braden over here rapping. Yeah. It's like you said, you couldn't find a clean version for the batter up. When he's playing up like 2 more levels, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Leave people with words of wisdom, whether, it could be to a creator, it could be someone at home having just, a tough go at life. Like if you had to give anybody any words of wisdom, what would it be?
I read something yesterday that was deep to me. A guy wrote on the board 10 math problems. 9 were right, 1 was wrong. Everybody looked at the wrong one and was raising their hand to say, you got 1 wrong. But nobody congratulated me for the 9 right. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
I say, in life, we need to quit celebrating the wrong. Like, we get excited when you're wrong, or when you mess up, or when you know what I'm saying? So one thing cannot determine your whole, everything. And we got to realize that I think we even take ourselves out when we do something wrong on ourselves. Mm-hmm. So I would really tell people to just keep going and in life. Just know that one wrong don't mess up your 9 right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep pushing, man, and take all your W's and celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we got a problem with that. Like, I think we think stuff's supposed to be so perfect that we hold ourselves back.
Murphy, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for coming on. And I won't be texting you and bothering as much, man.
No, man. You silly. Anytime, man. It's all good. Congrats again. And appreciate you having me, man.
Hey, seriously.
These hot days in St. Louis.
Well, where are you going back to?
I got to go to Atlanta. I got to go to Sykeston, Missouri first, and then I got to go to...
Also, you're going to go to Lambert's? You're going to get the throw, roll, or whatever?
Nah, I'm just going to a show.
Well, awesome, man.
Got a show. Just going to a show.
Last thing, how can people follow you right now?
newmurph.com, or you can follow me on Instagram. Just Google Murphy Lee and you'll see everything. But newmurph.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it. The only other thing, would I be able to get you to something looking at the camera like this, Murphy Lee? Tune into my episode of Hopecast.
Hopecast.
Like hope.